Yay, it's finally goes live.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured I'd just put one on since, because I know Moto Matt was telling me that Dante wasn't going to put one on this week.
Yeah, said he didn't know if he could carry his computer to be able to run it with.
Yeah. So I figured I'd do it like a backup stream for him.
Yeah.
You're so nice.
Tell him we got his back. He may not like it, but we got it. No, don't just lay there. Lay real still. Oh man.
Like Marshall's not going to be able to make it.
Was he out making video?
I don't know what he's doing.
He's either out making video or figuring out how to make money at making videos.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing.
Matt's going to be in the doghouse. We probably won't see him for the rest of the year.
What'd he do?
Oh.
No.
Forgot his
wedding
birthday.
Oh my God. After all these years, it should be ingrained. It should be, he should wake up in the morning.
Wait, there he is.
Where's he at? Where?
Out of the doghouse.
Where's he at?
Well, now he just texted me.
Oh, he texted you. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell you redemption. There's redemption for that.
Yeah, it's going to cost him a lot of money.
Birthday, go ahead. It'll be very expensive.
No, I mean, I know you get complacent after years, but no, there's just no way.
No, especially not with me because it's my birthday week. I don't have a birthday. I have a birthday week.
Okay.
Well, so.
She says she has a birthday week.
No, I do have a birthday week.
Whatever were you born like in a February thing?
Well, yeah, I'm born in February, but it's because I want to celebrate my birthday all week, not just one day. Because I'm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I knew ladies that had like their they birthday weeked because they only got a birthday every 4 years or something like that because of leap year type of thing.
Oh no.
So they just claimed the whole week.
I just do that anyways.
I heard your dingle go off. Did he text you again?
Yeah, he was sending me his email.
Oh, there you go. Oh no. Yeah, he's been picking on Muzzle Mike all week. I keep telling him, I said, you're poking the bear. You're poking the bear.
Yeah, this definitely won't be a late one like Dante's, though.
Yeah, I got so much. I got a huge show, White Trash and White Walls show over in Fairborn. It's a monster show, so I got a huge show to try and get ready, and I don't have any helpers, so, and I got to walk the entire thing because it's all in grass, so I can't ride my scooter. And it wears my ass out. I know it wears my ass out, but man, the cars and bikes are so awesome. And then I usually get wore out before the pinup show comes anyway, because they have a pinup contest. And the dirty bastards always do the plus model pinups last. So, I got to wait for them girls. We can't do no oops, I broke her type of chicks,
No, I have to agree with you on that one.
Oh, some of them girls are so anorexic. I want to pack a sandwich and go, here, eat something.
There's Mr. Doghouse.
Dude, we got to get you a calendar or tattoo it on something that you see often.
Man, I had it yesterday. it was baked in my brain yesterday, but man, what a day at work. And
yeah.
When I pulled in the driveway, I thought, oh shit.
You shouldn't even got out of the car. You should have just stayed in the car, turned around, went out and got something. No, I take that back. You should have got everything.
Yeah.
Oh well. I got a very understanding wife.
Yeah, well, that only goes so far. That's only if they say they are. Because some nights about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you might wake up in a predicament, and she goes, "I changed my mind."
Well, there's many a night she wakes me up with the elbow to the side or the head or something. She claims I snore, but I'm not sure if that's really what it is.
Oh my goodness!
Who else we have in here?
Me.
Miss Catro.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
See all the flowers and
Yeah,
the trinkets and everything?
Yeah, I see now. I'm on my phone. I can't see real good. But
It's pretty.
It is. I see a little kitty cat in there too.
Yeah, that's Monster. He's
Stupid
earned
cat.
his name well. Yes, he is.
That's the one that eats the cat houses.
He eats everything. Like all of my notebooks, all of my books have chew marks in the corners. Randomly, he'll look at you dead in the eye and just chew on stuff.
Well, take a little ghost pepper or jalapeno pepper and rub on on the edges.
No, because then I would touch it, and then I would touch my eye or my nose or other parts we don't want a hot pepper around. And then
It's a catch-22 thing.
Yeah.
only problem with that is Cave Troll be chewing on all of them then.
He goes, this psychology book's good.
You want to talk to him?
Yeah.
Say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Can't see nothing. I see a
new-
motorcycle.
It's the new voice of the bike.
The Versus has a 5-year-old's voice. Hi, how you doing?
Say hello.
What's your name? Yeah, I don't blame you. I get the same reaction every place I go.
I just get the kids that look at me like, "Oh my God, he's about to eat me."
Yeah, I always get right around the Christmas thing. I always get the Santa Claus thing,
Yeah.
and it's cool and all until it's like a 6'8" big black guy. And the cool factor just skips right on out.
Hey Santa, I want to sit in your lap.
Yeah, trust me. There, when we were out west and stuff like that, I got called Santa Claus more than once by some 6 foot tall, 300-pound drunken black man. He says, "Oh, I've been real good." I said, "I know what you've been. I have videotape of it." Never could get one of those dancers to. Well, no, I take that back. In Tombstone, I got the prostitutes to sit on my lap.
Congratulations.
Well, they thought my sister was my wife, and they were trying to make my wife jealous and get money from me. They lost out on both accounts because my sister, all she did was keep videotaping, and they didn't get nothing from me. I don't give up money that easy. Food, cookies, and money, you ain't got a chance in hell getting from me.
Oh wait, we're live.
Yeah.
Well, we are, yeah.
Okay. Woo! I just
Woo,
noticed
you
that.
almost, what happened? What were you going to do? let's rein that back in there, man. Whoa, big fella. Whoa. You think this here was a closed course or what?
I thought we was just chatting like we did before.
No, I just didn't have it live until people actually got on.
He didn't want to look crazy by himself.
Yeah, I didn't want to look crazy talking to myself.
Hey, I had an entire conversation earlier about myself with you standing right next to me. There was nothing wrong with it.
Not a thing. Look at me and Muzzle Mike. Not a thing wrong with it. Our entire existence is based around the voices in our head.
Exactly.
Think about what he said. Look at him and Muzzle Mike.
Hey, hey. I resemble that remark.
I've got to light some tiki torches. She don't have any of them mosquito plants, Miss Cave Troll.
You don't need those. Just a bunch of herbs. Mosquito plants don't work.
Get you some chromathanumums or whatever they are.
Yeah. She used to get those marigolds all the time, but I told her they stunk so bad she quit getting them.
Oh, they do stink. They're horrible, but they're excellent bug repellents, especially for mosquitoes. But yeah, they stink really bad.
My granddaddy said just put a big hickory log on the fire and stand real close. The bugs don't like it. He didn't tell you your clothes burst into flame.
Yeah, that's kind of why.
My dad would always get an oily rag and wad it up on the ground, smother it, and let it sit and smolder.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that'll keep them away.
Carcinogens. Bugs don't like me because I'm full of carcinogens.
I've got the tikis going now, so I'll be all right.
The tiki torches. Are you sitting there with a little umbrella and you're a drink too?
I've got a big umbrella over me. Does that count?
Yeah, whatever.
No, it's just Thursday.
Muzzle
Mike's night.
It's Thursday someplace.
Muzzle Mike's here. Yeah, it's Muzzle Mike's not here. I don't need that strong of a drink.
Did you get my last comments a couple guys? I told you quit poking the bear.
Yeah.
Stop poking the bear. Come on, you've watched his videos. You've heard him talking to everybody in his head. It only takes one of those guys.
I've heard a couple of those people.
I think my wife talks to the same people.
Yeah, but hers, I like hers. They have better stories than mine. Mine usually ends up with like a dull machete and a quart of blood.
No, there's multiples. They're not all nice. Number 3 is bad. Bad. She needs to stay away. We don't none of us like her.
Well, that's what you need to do. You need to just get in the garden, sit down, turn the camera on, and let them fly. There's your 100,000 subscribers right there.
As they tote me off to the local mental institution with my little huggy jacket that I'll be wearing.
Well, I don't know if I can help you down there in Tennessee, but if you're in Ohio, I can put in good words for you in just about all of them.
You know, I'm thinking that sometimes it'd be a nice break. I mean,
no. I'm just going to tell you, and you don't have to believe me, but this is the voice that knows. It ain't all that much fun after a while. When they put you in a room for over 6 months and the only article of clothing that you had was a washcloth, not all that much fun after a while.
I'm talking like a week.
Oh, well, what are you going to do? Sign yourself in, sign yourself out? I didn't have a choice.
No, she's talking about taking a
sabbatical.
Vacation.
I thought she was really talking about checking in. You know, you can do that.
No.
Well, that's what she's talking about doing, but as a vacation alternative.
Yeah, I want to go to one of the ones in Florida where they pamper you and stuff. You know, like the celebrities go to. Yeah, I could totally. I don't want to go to like a real one. That's scary.
She wants to go to the spa.
Really? Oh man!
You want to go to number 1 and 2? They're cool.
Those are the stories that I really can't tell on YouTube. 1, nobody would believe it. 2, I don't care. And 3, they're all true.
We can't afford the ritzy ones. You'd have to go to the creepy, scary ones.
Oh,
like I said, I can put in a couple good words. I can get you a couple 72-hour psyche vows.
Just drop her off over here, Cave Troll. We're all crazy here, so she's kidding.
All facing the opposite corners, just talking. That'd be good.
There you go. Hey, get a mirror. Sit in front of a mirror and have a conversation. That really gets interesting. That's one of the things they make you do in one of those places.
Really? Why?
Oh, well, they want you to see when you're lying or when you're saying things that may not be true, your facial expression. They want you to see your facial expressions.
Huh.
So
they try that with me, and I'd look at them and say, "Ha, I'm the invisible man."
then you wouldn't get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things is, trust me, you could be tough and hard for years and years and years, but until you start to play the game with them, you're not going nowhere.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. You got to start playing the game. You may not win the game, but you better start playing their game, because if you don't, you're not going nowhere, because even if your time is up on your evaluation, they can keep you past your court appointed time, because it's safe. It's a safety factor for you and others. So, and they don't even have to take you back to court to retry you, to actually sentence you for any time. They can just keep you for your own good and the well-being of society.
Yeah, which is wrong.
Yeah, it's all wrong. It's constitutional law. That's totally against any type of constitutional law and due process, period.
I feel like if you had really good insurance, they would do that to you.
Yeah, but they do it.
That's kind of messed up. That's like really messed up. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You either have to have really good insurance or be on governmental insurance, and then they'll just keep you forever. If you have really crappy insurance, they'll just keep you for a couple of days.
Yeah, and if you're on that state assistant plan where the state pays for your $9 a day,
yeah, you're done.
They will keep you forever. Ever. They will put you on Thorazine, Transine, Prozac, Wellbutrin, and everything else new that's coming out. They will fry your gourd. You will drool and shuffle for the rest of your days. Seen it.
Awful.
Seen it. It was. I wish that I could pull it out of my brain and play it on it, put it on a video. I'd have a bestseller. I'd be a millionaire.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Very, very close to reality. Actually, really is.
Yeah.
You know, he was trying to play crazy to get out from under having to do real prison time, and it backfired.
Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah, they fried him, and it really they really do. They don't do it. They don't do it physical. Well, they do it chemically now. It's still physical, but they don't do it with lobotomies or the shock treatments.
Well, no, they're actually bringing back the. I was watching a thing the other day, and they're bringing back the electroshock therapy.
Yeah,
they're doing it a different way, but it's the same outcome.
Wow.
I know somebody that had that done.
You're talking to him.
Several years ago. No, seriously, I do.
No, seriously, you are. I've got the marks on me to prove it.
Like, so why would they do shock therapy? Like, what was the reasoning behind that?
Trying to reroute the neural pathways, the chemical and electrical impulses, trying to reroute them in your brain. So if you're having, and they can do it chemically too, so there's a lot of chemicals out there that they can give you. What it does is it burns out the neural pathways, the electrochemical pathways in your brain that cause you to misbehave or think in a certain way, and it makes the brain reroute. So basically, you have to reroute your thinking in your brain.
Yeah, this guy was for depression, and they was trying to shock his bad memories out.
Right.
Oh, that sounds like a snake oil type deal. Shock the bad memories out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the way it was explained to me. I mean, I don't understand a word Gopher just said, but
I mean, I kind of understand what you're saying and everything.
Well,
I mean,
think of it as a roadmap.
Me too, but I'm just gonna go with it.
Yeah. Think as a roadmap. Your brain is a roadmap. You get from point A to point B all the time down this path. Well, the path is a very dangerous path, and it can cause harm to either you or others. So what they do is they burn that path out so you can no longer take it, and it forces you to go a different way. So it forces your brain to function in a different manner, which, causes different personalities or changes personality and or mood. And they may have to do it for years and years and years until they get one they like. They kind of fine tune you. But meanwhile, they're frying your gourd.
Yeah.
I'll have to have a Garmin installed for them to get around in my head.
Yeah. Don't worry. In the next 25 years, everybody that'll be born. You saw Logan's Run, right? The old movie.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, it'll be very similar to that, except they'll just put the chip in your brain so that they can basically monitor, control your thoughts, and you don't even have to physically see or hear anything. It'll all be done neurologically.
I am so glad that I'm not going to really be around for that. I don't want that. Like, technology scares me.
Listen,
either that or it's going to be like, what's that movie, babe?
The 80s one.
Idiocracy.
Oh yeah,
where everybody's just stupid.
Yeah. Well, yeah, all the stupid people, they're the only ones that procreate and get into government and everything like. Yeah, that was Terry. What's his name? What's the big black guy's name? Terry became president.
Yeah.
That's
great movie, but scary. It's going to happen like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you look at our system currently, it's not too far from that.
Well, the funny thing is, like, they actually did an interview with the director or the writer of the story, and he was like, "Yeah, it's kind of funny and scary that I made this as a joke and it to be funny, and a lot of the stuff is starting to become true."
Oh
yeah.
We were actually me and Miss Catro, we were talking the other day about them because there's like certain places they're not teaching how to write anymore.
No cursive. No. They teach you how to type. Yeah, they teach you how to type on a keyboard or a touchpad, but not writing. They don't teach you to do long math, long division anymore. They just teach you how to punch numbers on a computer.
Yeah.
We are losing the abilities to function.
Yeah.
Our motor neuro control, our tactile contact, our hand control, our foot control, it's just amazing. Shop classes, music art classes, the things that give us humanity. We can live in a lot of things.
Don't take my hand controls away.
I'm not sure I want to comment further on that. I probably do, but since there's a lady present,
a military wife, I probably
no. I know, sweetie. I've got an idea. But I mean, we can't function. I mean, these guys, if they can't push a button or swipe a screen, you put them in front of machinery and they can't function. They can't operate, can't do anything. That's why we're losing everything. They don't know how to make a fire. They don't know how to purify water. They think it's all going to be done for them.
Speaking of making a fire, I went camping this weekend, me and one of my friends, and I was the fire person, which I don't like, by the way. I prefer Cave Troll do it because then he has to split the wood and keep it going and blah, 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 and I just don't have time for all that crap, but I did it. 3 hours I'm feeding this fire meticulously. And I said, you know what? It's like 1 a.m. Screw it. I'm not doing this anymore. My friend goes to walk away, and I've moved the logs and everything like that, and it's all died down, and I'm like, I'm just done. I'm done. I'm going to bed. I move the logs, and then it just goes whoosh, huge roaring fire for like 2 more hours.
Well, you just needed a little more oxygen.
Yeah, need a little air.
You gotta have heat, oxygen, and combustion.
Yeah, I think it was like there was not. Well, no, because I had it stacked to where there was a pretty good like airflow around it. It had rained the night before, and I tried to cover the wood, so it was a little bit wet. No, it's just I don't know, but 3 hours, and then it was just like.
And a quart of good lighter fluid.
I was going to say half a pint of white gas, and you're there. Now that's a fire.
No gas. I did use like 10 fire starters, but they were little tiny round ones, so I'm not too worried about it.
You didn't get a $1.98 Bic lighter?
I had like 5 lighters. Like I went with 5 lighters, and now I only know where 3 of them are. So I think I
always carry those the big long ones with the long snouts on them.
Oh, that's at the house. That's next to the grill.
Yeah, that's what goes in the hammer pocket of my bibbies. Instead of carrying hammers, I just carry stuff to burn stuff with.
Standing with
Fire, fire,
with the
like
sweater.
fire.
See, most time when we go
There you
out,
go.
most time when we go out, we'll have lighters, matches, and ferro rods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have like.
But we always have like multiple ignition sources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just always carry a big wad of double-aught steel wool.
Yeah.
And just about anything over a 3-volt source will make that burst into flames. And if you put just a little bit of put a crayon in the middle of it and wrap it up, dude, that'll burn.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah, because the wax and the crayon will keep it going.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can take toilet paper and you can make
Miss CT's a fire starter.
Oh, is she?
Hippo drones.
Oh. You could take toilet paper and twist it real tight and make a fuse that'll burn all night long to start the fire in the morning.
That would have been good. But I didn't have anything cut up because I was tired by then. I'm like, I don't want to cut any more wood. This is stupid.
Well, no, you take toilet paper and you unreel, several feet of it, and then you twist it. So you twist it just like you would for making yarn. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you twist that, and then you take 3 strands of that and you braid it together really, really, really tight. Light it, blow it out, and it will keep an ember in it all night long. About a 3-foot strand. So that's how you sleep, and you don't have to go start a fire in the morning. You've got your ember already there. You just start it that way.
Then you got to hold it all night because you can't got no toilet paper.
I was going to say, that was nothing. I was thinking, like, maybe I want the toilet paper to wipe my butt opposed to starting fire.
Listen, when the world comes to an end, the thing that's going to be we're going to deal instead of in gold, we're going to be dealing in toilet paper.
Oh,
Toilet paper and old magazines.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to want to go back to see that bush over there. That's the wiper. Just run over it and spread your legs. Don't be the guy behind the guy in front, though.
I feel bad for the people that had to test that out.
Yeah, you get freckles really fast.
Yeah, those guys in the desert that tried the cactus didn't work out too well.
Well,
I think they made friends with the camel and just bent over.
I mean,
but a camel's tongue's really rough, from what I understand, just like a cow's.
I wouldn't know.
Well, there's the problem right there.
Leaves don't work. Leaves don't work as good as people think they do.
No, leaves are slick. They don't grab nothing. Then they got sharp edges. And heaven forbid if they're dry.
Dang, what are you using?
What? Who, me?
Nothing I grab has. If I have to wipe with a leaf, nothing has sharp edges on it. What are you using?
I must have a really sensitive bungy hole.
You must.
Usually I just use my finger and find a buddy and go, "You're a good friend." Pat him on the back.
Oh, that's gross.
Filthy says pine cones are not recommended. That's all right. Neither is MRE toilet paper. That's about the worthless piece of toilet paper you'll ever see is the ones that come out of MREs. What's up, Hippo Johns?
Hey, dude. How's it going?
What's up?
Hello.
The bike's talking again. Drinking a Foster's.
Yeah, pussy beer. I'm too old to drink strong beer.
You like the beer you can chew, right?
This one, I piss the same as it goes in, you know?
There you go.
Ever since I came back from Germany, I can't drink American beer, so.
It is like water, right?
This stuff tastes like piss.
Well, I'm going to have to take your word. Well, no, I'm not. I'm serious. I know what it tastes like.
I'll tell you what, guys. It's so bloody hot in the UK right now. You're probably used to like having temperatures over 100 degrees, but I need this cold beer. It's keeping me like at human temperature.
Yeah, we get anywhere from 80 to 90, but the humidity is like 90%, so yeah, it tends to make your nutsack sag a little bit.
I was going to agree with you up until that last part.
All right.
My nuts.
I wouldn't know about that.
Oh, I bet you've seen a saggy pair before.
Oh, absolutely, but personally, I wouldn't know.
Mrs. Cave Troll.
Yes.
Yes, you have.
Someone said my name, so I answered.
Oh man. Hey, is this going to be on YouTube on somebody's channel when we're all off, or is it going to disappear?
It's on YouTube right now. I'm watching it.
Yeah, it'll probably be on my channel.
Okay. Then you can get blamed for it.
I ain't worried about it.
We can take some of the pressure off of Dante for once. Does anybody have Raven's email?
Nah.
Oh, bummer.
Not me.
Not.
Don't all jump on it at once.
I bet you Overland does.
I'm scared to say yes.
Just realised all my sound is coming out through my speakers. You're probably getting stereo off me, so I'm just trying to sort that. Sorry.
Actually, no.
No, it sounded good, actually.
Yeah.
We used to get that 3-second delay, lay thing.
Lay.
I was just sitting here wondering a while ago if the tree frogs was coming through.
Little tree frogs.
Do you have tree frogs there?
We don't get them in the UK.
Have you been licking the tree frogs there, Batman?
I always
No.
We don't have to get tree frogs.
Just get me just put some in a couple in a container, and the address is on my YouTube channel, so just mail me some and I'll check them out for you.
They all just got quiet.
That's because they know me.
They're all scared. They don't want to get put in a Ziploc bag.
They don't want to get licked. I feed them mushrooms and then lick them.
Magic mushrooms.
Well,
It's like
I don't know how much magic is happening, but I don't wake up for
There's
3 or 4
loads of magic happening on this stream.
It's like the episode of Family Guy where everybody's doing the toad.
I want to stand away from this conversation. I've never done the toad. I might have done the odd frog or something, or a tadpole. I've never done a toad.
Well, frogs are nice and slick, and you don't really feel like you're getting anything on your tongues, but them toads, you know they're leaving something. You just know they're leaving something.
Oh my God,
look at
how did I end up here?
How did I end up here? Frogs are so slick and cool and just streamlined and a little prestigious. You look at a toad, it's like looking at every date I had after 3 o'clock in the morning.
It's like Toad of Toad Hall. Poop, poop.
There you go.
So did you like the IGTV video that Anthony made, Hippo?
The one with the shoelace.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. Was that you on camera control?
Yeah, I was the one.
He was the time.
I'll tell you what, right? I love that road that you're on. What's it called? The Snake or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bloody beautiful.
Yeah, it'd be nice when they finally
maybe resurface it or something. Yeah.
Well, like, what is it? You cross over into a different county, and their side is totally smooth. Like they've just repaved it, but that first part, it's horrible.
Well, that's because they're using their kickback money for the insurance and accidents on the road.
Well, that was Sullivan. Is that Sullivan County on that side?
Well, what's Bristol?
Sullivan.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Sullivan.
The rest of it, after you got out of there, it was good.
Yeah, once you cross over to whatever county Shady Valley's in, it's all paved and smooth.
That is one of the coolest names of a town I've ever heard.
Shady Valley?
Yeah. It's just bloody awesome.
There's a bunch of weird names like that though around here.
You got a bunch of
witches and
Indian
wizards
names down there too.
I mean, like we went and looked at a house on, some land on this place. It was Tin Can Holler.
That's awesome.
Banjos.
We have places in the south where I live called Dorking.
Dorking.
That's the town I was born in, Dorking. I mean, like, how awesomely normal is that?
Sounds like a place I could hang my hat.
You'd probably hang yourself. I mean, the only thing going for it is antique shops.
Oh no, Miss Cave Troll, antique shops.
Oh god, she's going to grow a tomato plant there.
No, I mean it's all right. Actually, Cave Troll loves antiquing. Don't let it fool you. When we can get away from our kid, we go to.
He does look like the sort.
Yeah.
I like to go and look at old stuff.
I do too.
Really fond of
Anyone want to go and see a castle with me?
Gopher does too. I mean, he stays at the old folks' home.
I've got 3 old folks home right around me. I love antiques.
Oh god, when we were in Germany, we would if I wasn't deployed on the weekend, we would just hop in the car and take off, and just first castle we came across, we would just pull over and go check it out.
I wish we had my camera and I wasn't fat then and I actually could breathe while walking. It would have been a lot better.
I've noticed my belly's been getting quite large recently.
Well, the Fosters isn't helping.
Probably not, no.
Yeah, I was starting to say,
What
I
time
see
is it where you guys are? I mean, I'm sitting here rubbing my belly. You can probably see it on the camera.
You start playing some more airsoft.
Don't
Worry. Yeah, go run around the woods or something.
Don't worry, it'll all run out in an hour.
It's about every 5 minutes at the moment.
It's 20, 30.
8:30.
Yeah, 8:30, 20:30.
Is that in the morning or evening?
Evening.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, I'm well ahead of you guys. We got 1:30 in the morning here.
Yeah.
I'm literally and probably should be putting the Fosters down. Oh god, I keep showing up on your feed. Am I the only one here that's got a camera?
There's your
I'm the only
thumbnail.
one stupid enough to put a camera up. Normally, that camera's pointing downwards. I don't trust the internet.
No, like every time, like in the past when I've had laptops, I always put like a piece of tape over the camera.
Mm. Yeah, my bedroom laptop has a bit of tape over the camera.
Yeah.
That's what mine looks like right there with the camera on. Just blurry. It's like I've been drinking.
At 8:30 in the evening, you're allowed to. That's a respectable time to start drinking.
Mona Matson, he's got his camera going, showing the pool.
Yeah, he keeps showing the pool and all of the trees, and him sitting underneath the little pop up
Umbrella.
Sorry, burping down the microphone at you. That's a bit rude. It's a bit rude.
So when I mean, I know you're probably not going to know the answer to this, but when the hell is London going to do something about their motorcycle theft issue?
I think what's his name, Mr. Khan, the mayor of London, he's doing the right thing. I mean, he's taking the lead. He's being assertive. Oh no, hang on a minute. No, that's not him.
I was about to say.
It's about time. Basically, we got those dudes that dress up in shining armor and stuff, and they ride horses, and they've got a big long spear. What we need them to do is just run around London, just stabbing these mother boopers in the face with their sticky things. I mean, like we're all about Knights of the Round Table and stuff like that, I mean, we need to get these vigilante Knights of the Round Table going. I think that's what we need.
You need something.
It's ridiculous. The fact that in America they're not looking at like all the murder rate in America now, or like
they're looking at it
Black Lives Matter. What they're looking at is scooter crime in the UK.
Well, they're
I
also
mean,
looking at
literally, our crime is more important than anything else.
well, there's also been the London murder rate was higher than New York.
Yeah,
I think it was
yeah.
last year or this year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure on the dates or whatever of that, but that's great. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's great that New York has reduced their murder rate and all that sort of stuff. But the UK's out of control at the moment, especially in the big cities like London, Birmingham, and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that this race, that race, whatever race is the problem. The problem is the mayor of London. The problem is the law. The problem is the government. They are not asserting themselves. They're not showing themselves to be a dominant feature and stopping this crap that's going on.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly passionate about it because it's so close to home. I only live 15 miles from London, and not that many of you actually follow my shit on the YouTube and stuff, but I love going to visit castles and stuff. And London has got so much history all around it, but I can't go and see it. Or at least I can't go and see it on my motorbike because why would I? I wouldn't take my bike there. It would get stolen, or I'll get acid thrown in my face, or I'll just die because someone would stab me. Why
Is
would
it
I go
really
there?
that bad?
No, it's not. But it's stereotypically, it just feels that bad.
Yeah.
I certainly wouldn't take a motorcycle there because I've seen it. You in your mirrors, you see these guys on scooters. And there's two of them on there. They'll all be wearing black. Like literally, they are the Black Knights sort of thing. Yeah, they're like the anti-Jedi's. They're the Sith Lords and stuff like that. They're going around just basically screwing with everyone, and they rule the place.
Well, I mean, there's pretty much almost just as many UK bike theft videos that there is of fail videos now.
Yeah,
really?
literally, it is the new fail. It's like you don't bother. Oh, fail videos? That's so 1999. We want bike crime. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I actually had a bike stolen from my garage, from my house, from my property. If this was in America, they wouldn't have done it because I'd have shot them in the frigging face.
Yep.
But I'm not in America, and all I've got in my house to defend me is BB guns that I would actually get done for a firearms offence if I used them. BB guns, a blooming plastic ball bearing, is a firearms offence in the UK.
Cave Troll was telling me about that. That's insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I can't defend myself.
Yeah, and y'all are they're like getting strict on people like even camping and with carrying knives and stuff now too, aren't they?
Yeah. If you've got a knife, I'm not sure how long the blade is allowed to be, but I think it's ridiculously small. It's not very useful. One of my friends actually, he makes his own knives. He's got a forge and all that sort of stuff, and he hammers things and all that sort of stuff, and he makes these beautiful, beautiful art creations. But effectively, his his knives are illegal because they could be classed as what they call, zombie knives or something like that.
Oh.
He's not Funky Prepper, is he?
I don't know what that means, but he is quite funky. But I wouldn't.
Well, no, there's this British guy. He's a prepper, and that's his handle.
Oh, like survival prepper type thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
He makes like knives and stuff in his garage.
It wouldn't surprise me if the two knew each other. The guy I'm friends with, he's called Pezza Knives. I'm not meaning to plug him or anything. I don't think he does international sales, so I don't think it'll be any use to you. But he does some beautiful stuff. All his knives are like made out of forged steel and stuff like that. So you have to actually look after them and cover them in oil and things. To be honest, my house is not really suitable for me having nice things. I'm a bit of a slob.
That's like you saw my computer station.
Your computer station was like literally 100 million times tidier than mine.
Okay, I don't go in his office. Like,
yeah, you don't do that, woman. Don't do that. That's his space.
Yeah, no, I totally respect.
And never ever use one of those UV lights in there.
Oh yeah, no, I know that. I don't question his space. I don't mess with his space. I have occasionally tried to clean up the.
Oh my god, that's like the worst. You can't go in there and clean up videos, but really, I mean, like, yeah.
So if you've got stuff growing in your, just mail me some of that. I'll let you know if that works too.
I don't think I'm allowed to send them internationally. I think that there's like kind of chemical biodiversity things.
Okay,
Hi, by the way, I'm Pete. I'm from England.
Yeah. I know you're not allowed to do anything.
I was in the Royal Navy before I became a motovlogger, and that taught me everything I know.
Well, what else is there?
Other people's socks. That's all you need to know. Hey, look at that! I can kill an international conversation.
or if you're me, all you need is your towel, some peanuts, and remember the number 42.
And a dog. Wow.
Cigarette wrapper.
Yeah. I'm just a big fan of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yep.
Is that the one where the dolphins are actually more intelligent than the humans?
Yes.
Yes. If I knew the theme song to that, I would belt it out, but unfortunately,
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Oh yeah, there was a remake, wasn't there, recently?
Yeah.
And what was it?
There used to be an
Dude
old
with
TV
two
show.
heads. Dude with two heads or something.
Yeah.
What was his name? Zod something.
President of the Galaxy, wasn't it? Or
Yeah, it was something
You wanna
Beetle
see my
brought.
spaceship. That's what his name was. I don't remember
It
his
was
name.
like Zolface Beetle brats.
That's something like that. Yeah. No.
You have two screens, Cave Troll. Go look it up. I'm on my
That's what
phone.
I'm doing.
I've got two screens and two PCs, and I still can't look it up. I'm too busy looking at this screen in front of me.
I got two
flashing.
PCs going and a phone. Somebody keeps calling me.
Are you're not about to get it swatted, are you?
No.
Isn't that the thing that happens in America?
What's that?
Where when you're on a live feed, someone phones the old bill on you.
I think they're zeroing in on me. Anybody see a satellite moving overhead?
Actually, I mean, I looked out the window earlier on, and it did look pretty eerie. All right, I reckon there's someone on their way.
I keep worrying about the black choppers. You know,
I don't worry about the black choppers.
That's
I
only-
mean, in this house, there's not too many black choppers.
That's
If I
only
squeezed
if
it enough.
you, Google, if you look up on Amazon, pressure cookers and backpacks.
No, they've already got me down for all kinds of other stuff.
Pressure cookers and bagpipes.
Backpacks.
Bagpipes. One more
That would be
drink.
some
Go ahead.
Scottish fetish.
500-pound men walking downtown in kilts. Oh,
Tossing fucking logs everywhere.
Hey, we actually have the Scottish games around here.
Oh, do
Yes.
you?
Yeah.
I want to go to it.
You should.
What's that one where
You
they
should get your
where they
video
toss
camera
the
going on.
they toss the pike over the yard arm or whatever? The big pole.
I don't know.
Apparently, in Nottingham, I think it is, which is quite close to Scotland, it's actually legal to shoot a Scotsman with a bow and arrow.
Well, send me a ticket.
Let's go. Screw all this trophy hunting. Let's go hunt some Scots. Kill a ginger.
I mean, how fast can they be? They're running in dresses. Let's get them. Gives you more to aim at.
They're only going to go so far before they get chafed.
Yeah.
Especially
You hear all that rawness hitting
A
leather?
little bit of talcum powder to reduce the chaffing.
Yeah. Zapfod Beetlebrox.
That's it. Yep. And 7. What's 7? Oh no, hang on a minute. I've been watching Star Trek Voyager. It might be 7 and 9. I might have that in my brain.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's a whole nother thing from the robot.
Yeah.
That's
I love
a very
I love that
whole other
robot. That depressed robot just killed me.
What? Oh, yeah. Oh my god, I'm burping again. Sorry.
I was just talking to the ship's computer, and it hates me. That's my entire life. I was just talking to a computer, and it hates me.
Yeah, I get that every day.
Yeah, that's your job, isn't it, CT?
Yep.
Well, your
You
job is to
literally
make
have
them
to.
be able
You're
to
like
talk
a
to each other.
psychologist for computers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now you need to tell Databate 5 how you feel, Gamma 6.
I used to have to, in my previous job when I was in the RN, deal with Linux.
Linux.
And I'm not really computery person. I'm really not. I'm fine with fault finding and science and maths and things like that. But computers, they just scare the crap out of me. And they changed all our computers. Sorry, all our sonar systems to a Linux network, and I had to become a Linux engineer for a very brief time. It was around then that I handed my notice in.
I would have too.
I love Linux. The world runs on Linux. People just
I
don't
love
know.
penguins. Penguins, they're cool.
Yeah.
That's Linux, isn't it? Linux.
GNU, Linux, Fedora.
But our submarines are run by Linux.
Yet the world is run by Linux. People just doesn't know that the entire world really is run by Linux. All the big bank 200 feet down in the ground servers and stuff, it's all Linux powered.
Yep.
If
Have
you
you
speak
seen
Linux,
that?
you can screw everybody.
Have you seen that big, nasty penguin YouTube video of the thing? It was like Pingu, but with the thing.
With the thing.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Seriously, that's something you have to YouTube at some point in your life. My favorite YouTube video is probably not something you want me to broadcast on here, but it involves a monkey and a frog.
Intrigued.
You probably won't be. But my second favorite YouTube video is Pingu and the Thing. And if you don't YouTube that in your life, you are missing out.
Is it the claymation one?
Yeah, it's all clay, and I don't know who wrote it. I don't know who made it, but yeah, it's clay modeling and stuff like that. It's just bloody amazing. I love that fucked up shit.
Our kid used to love freaking Pingu.
Yeah.
Pingu's amazing. Even normal Pingu on kids' TV is just awesome. But add the Thing to it, it's just like amazing. Oh, that's it. Yep. That's just perfect, that is. Whoever it is that's playing it really, really needs to stop talking so we can see what's going on.
Well, if you click on my screen, it'll actually stay up there like constantly.
I've just managed to pause my screen. I don't know. Oh, there we go. No.
Like if you click on my picture,
Maybe
down
I have
at the
to
bottom.
stop talking.
No, if you click on my
that's
picture
awesome.
down at the bottom, it'll constantly stay up.
I think my computer's broken.
This is hilariously dark.
It's fucking terrifying. I just love the ending of it all. Oh, I love the bit where it skins him.
Doo-doo.
It's just marvelous, isn't it?
Time for a beer.
It's always time for a beer. Apparently, I'm not allowed to do that at work, though.
Yeah, they kind of frown upon that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I'll have to show it to you, babe, when you come up.
Okay. I mean, I could have sat there and watched it on like the inch by inch screen, but I just Didn't want to.
I really hope they do more videos because there's so much that they could do.
This video is banned on YouTube.
I don't know what you were looking for. Was it the monkey and the frog video?
No,
Don't put that one up here. Not if you want to remain PG.
the Pingu and the thing at the end.
It's banned on YouTube.
This video is banned.
Man, that's crazy. Crazy.
I thought they had banned all the gun and shooting and all that stuff too.
I thought YouTube had done that because you're supposed to have demonetized it all and stuff, aren't they? So like none of the people that did gun videos and stuff were able to make any money from it. But all the weirdo pedophiles and all that weird shit were able to carry on doing their thing as long as there was no 9mm in it.
Yeah, they pretty much not that they banned it, but they demonetized everything. So now nobody's making any money off of it. So a lot of people have stopped. Like that was their way of kind of censoring it.
Oh, okay. I started to say somebody, I forget who it was, but they were out shooting the other day.
Where were they shooting?
They're just out target shooting.
Oh, okay, cool. So, I mean my stereotypical view of the USA from sitting here in my lovely UK house.
Actually, they were shooting a motorcycle helmet.
But that makes sense. You got to test to make sure it's safe, don't you? Did they wear it on the way home afterwards?
No.
I mean, unfortunately, the UK has got such a stereotypical view of America, and I'm sure you have of the UK too.
No.
We just literally think you open your beer bottles with, you just shoot the tops off your beer bottles with your Glock and stuff like that.
You do.
You do? Oh wow! I'm really happy.
With
This
our
has made
big
my day.
trucks and our big flags and America. We got a big old cheese.
America, fuck yeah!
Yeah, you're right. That's us. I'm joking. Although I do like.
Please
really
don't
good stuff.
shoot it off. Use the I don't know what's it called, the trigger eject mechanism thing to make the beer can open.
Now most people just use a lighter.
To open your beer cans.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Like the bottles. I don't know.
Oh, bottles, right. I was like thinking of beer cans because beer can. I'm not Jamaican, by the way. Beer can.
Well, I think most people just use their hands to open a what do they call it? A tab top or whatever?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think you need anything special for that.
Oh, you're saying I'm not special?
Well, if you need something special to open your beer, then go for it, sweetie. You do you.
My mummy told me I was special.
They've had me tested. I can prove it.
It depends on what part you
get. 2 o'clock in the morning in the UK, would you?
Depends on what part of the area too you go to. Some of them just use their teeth.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when they've only got one, it's a lot easier to kind of angle it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them are already angled.
But you can file them into the shape you need just to get that specific Golsch lid off. Golsch? You probably don't have Golsch in America, do you?
And what is that?
It's
No,
I think it's a German beer,
No.
but it's got a really weird bottle top. Yeah, you kind of like have to have a degree in science and engineering to be able to open the bottle.
You can't have that here. That's too smart for us.
We can't even have true Kinder eggs.
Yeah, man.
No, that's because they're dangerous.
Yeah, because kids are.
I mean, you can have a gun, you can have a machine gun.
Don't have a Kinder egg. That's dangerous. They have these crazy.
You could have a child's eye out with that.
Yeah. So
They might get diabetes 20 years later.
Yeah. No, it's like this 2-pack of like
Tampax?
chocolate on one
Oh
side.
God, Cave Troll, get your woman in order. She's talking about Tampax. Sorry, I don't mean to. Please slap me.
But no, it's dumb. I was
Yeah,
very
they have some
disappointed.
weird. We like saw them in the store one time, and
Got
we
so
were so happy.
excited.
Yeah, we were so happy. We were like, "Yay, Kinder eggs!" And then we opened it up, and it was like a 2-pack. It was like it had the toy off to the side.
It was
And
it
then-
oh, it wasn't in the chocolate.
No,
No, the chocolate was just like in a lump on one side. It was like
Yeah.
It's literally the whole point.
yeah, it was very sad.
I mean, the whole point of a Kinder Egg in the UK is that you get this melted chocolate thing that's probably deformed because even in the cold it actually melts.
Yeah.
And then you
But it's
open it
great
up and get chocolate all over your fingers.
Yeah.
That doesn't actually taste like chocolate.
Oh,
and-
God, it's so good though. It's like the most amazing thing ever.
Yeah, I mean, it literally fills your fingernails with that goo and stuff. And then you open up that little yellow egg to find a really disappointing thing.
Yeah,
And that's what it's like to be a child in the UK.
actually, I wish I had a camera right now because I would show you video of like all the little Kinder Egg toys we had. I have.
Oh, have you got them all?
Yeah, we collected them. We got some good ones. We did little mold guys.
When I was a kid, I used to get a bus from school to home or to my hometown and stuff like that. And my walk home from the bus stop involved going through a park and a car park. And I don't know why it happened or how it happened or how I realised it would happen. But I worked out that if you press the coin reject thing on the car park machine, it would give you the last money that the person put in previously. So I used to just kind of like walk past that, grab the money, go into Woolworths and go and buy myself a Kinder Egg, and then I'd come back down again and someone else would have bought a parking ticket, so I'd press the coin return thing and I'd get some money out. And I go, I mean, it's amazing I'm not really, really, really fat. Because I literally would just go backwards and forwards between W.H. Smith's used to,
burning off the calories.
Yeah. They used to think I was stealing or something, and I was. Well, I suppose maybe.
Technically,
It's not my fault their machine was defective and used to give me money better than a fruit machine.
So Ron C says up there where he's at in Virginia, they actually have the gross. It has a ceramic flip top with a rubber gasket.
What'd you do with that?
It's for the beer. Like I guess it's.
Oh wow! All right, so we thought we were talking Kinder Eggs.
switch gears on it. You got to warn him next time. His seatbelt's too tight.
Sorry, I'm used to talking to my wife where there's 20 different conversations going on at the same time.
I'm so not used to having a time delay between things I say and reaction. I'm used to like people just literally blocking me from their life. And then I open my mouth and Ron C. Hi, Ron C. Ceramic flip top. How the fuck does that? Sorry, excuse my language. Are we allowed to swear?
I don't care.
Okay, cool.
Let it fly. It won't be the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really swearing if it's English, is it?
Yeah, it doesn't sound bad.
No, much more polite.
Yes, it very politely ask you to fuck off.
I like
Would you
that.
mind just fucking off, you little wanker?
I wouldn't be offended if you said that to me.
Tell you what, Mrs. Cave Troll, if you said that to me, I would never be offended.
I don't know. I sound like a redneck.
What?
That's what's good.
Sometimes the South comes out in her very.
Is there a little bit of a KKK thing?
Oh, which, I have a story about that. Okay. I'm Hispanic. I'm the worst Hispanic ever. But I'm very, very tan. But people are really confused. They have no clue what I really am because I sound like I'm white. And I look kind of white, but then I look Hispanic. Anyways, so my family is like as white as they come. Like,
Where your dad's at.
yeah, Anglo-Saxon, white. Yeah, we have KKK in that actual family, and it made going to family reunions very awkward when I was younger. So, I actually had one of my cousins say, "Oh, look at all these hot guys here." I'm like, "Dude, we're at a family reunion. That's not okay." But apparently, it is okay. So,
Welcome to my family in Kentucky.
yeah. Well, you're in
I do
Kentucky.
apologise. I really honestly didn't mean to cause any offence if any was caused. So yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I've had 1 o'clock a.m., 2 o'clock a.m. In fact, actually,
I think the
amount of
group
alcohol.
that's currently here has a lot tougher skin than some of the others.
To be honest, I think you guys are far more resilient to a little bit of banter and piss take than 99% of the people in the UK.
Well, you got to remember, like, she's an army brat and an army wife, so she's pretty much heard it all.
She's survived you.
Yeah. And I have a 19-year-old son too, so I've survived.
Oh my god, you're literally destroyed from both bloke that you love and bloke that you created.
Yeah, so I mean, I've
No,
dealt with it all.
Sorry, how the fuck does that happen?
How does what happen?
I mean, CT and you were like literally teenagers.
Oh, okay. Let me.
No.
He's my stepson.
Yeah.
But I've had him since he was very, very little. Cave Troll and I have
That's
been
so
together
wrong. You're not allowed to have them. They're your children.
What?
Sorry, I'm joking.
Wait, what? I was one by birth.
I'm sorry. That was
We
actually
drove Batman away.
He probably got his wife got on him.
Come do these dishes, boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, guess who else has to do dishes?
Yeah, no, I gotta do them.
Okay, so Cave Troll. Okay, I had food poisoning this week, and Cave Troll sends me a text, and he's like, "Honey, don't worry about cleaning up anything."
I didn't say clean up. I just said don't worry about anything. Go lay down and rest.
But clean up after, right?
No, I got up the next day and still had to do the damn dishes.
But you didn't have to worry about it. That was his gift to you. You just didn't have to worry about it.
I did. I was like, thanks, hon. That wasn't very helpful.
The sad thing is, I got up because I get up way earlier than she does right now, and I got up, made some coffee, and I'm sitting there looking at the dishes before I went to work, and I'm like, man, I should have did the dishes for her.
I mean, I was only like projectile vomiting, diarrhea, terrible, about to die for like 12
That
hours.
That sounds like my perfect party.
That's a good time. That's a good time at the senior center there, buddy.
That's the aim. That's the goal. Yeah.
I didn't do anything fun to get that way.
Oh right, it was literally a crap day turned into spuree.
Yeah,
oh, it was awful. It started at 3 a.m. and just didn't stop. Nothing like being woken out of a dead sleep having to throw up. That was awful.
Well, at least you woke up.
Yeah,
I did wake up and I didn't throw up in bed, so that was a good thing. I did make it to the toilet. Although my toothpaste afterwards tastes like pickles, which just made it 10 times worse.
Pickles.
I love pickles, but not at 3 a.m. when I'm trying to get my mouth to taste like ass anymore.
I remember when I was house sitting for my parents when they went on holiday, and their house is next door to a pub. And the landlord there was very understanding of my alcoholic tendencies, so he used to just turn me home in a wheelbarrow occasionally, and dump me on the doorstep. But I made it into the house and I sat down. And I sat down in the living room and was like minding my own business, watching a bit of telly, and all of a sudden things started. I got that thing where you get a sweaty tongue.
Yeah.
And that the moment you get that sweaty tongue, things are a bit wrong. And you're like, well, maybe I should probably go to the toilet or something like that, hang my head in shame over the porcelain bowl.
Blow bubbles.
Or you could just stay where you are, watching the stupid thing that you're watching on the telly, and everything will be fine. So I decided that was the best option, and it wasn't. My sofa at the time had one of those arms that would fold down to 45 degrees or 90 degrees or whatever if you wanted it to. That meant it had a big slot down the side of it. Yeah, I filled that up. And it was so awkward to clean out. And my parents were back like 2 days later, and I had to work out how to get rid of that and the smell. Yeah, it wasn't great.
Do you have a dog?
Not anymore.
Oh,
No, I don't. But I mean, I'd love a dog, but that
Dogs
would actually
love
probably
that.
have cleared that thing up. They'd have just gone, oh, noms.
They will clean it up quickly.
Yeah, the dogs are a potty dude's best friend.
Yep.
Either a dog or a wetback.
Oh, by the way, Cave Troller Cat's playing with broccoli down here, and he's partially eating it, partially throwing it around.
Yeah, but like literally, the moment anything goes wrong, he's just going to put a sign up saying someone else did this.
Her cat will sit at the table with her.
Yes, he will.
Do what? Will it just like literally give you orders?
No, he sits there with his arms on the table. Like he probably, if he could speak like our human language, he'd probably be like, "Get the hell up and get me something to eat."
Does he sit on the
loo?
loo?
Does he what?
Does he sit on the loo?
No, he doesn't sit on the toilet.
No, but I was reading last night that cats actually mimic their owner's behavior. So maybe if he watches me poop enough, he'll start pooping in the toilet too. Just a thought. He sits at the table with us.
That's a beautiful thought. Guys, I'm going to run away, go for a quick comfort break, and grab myself another Foster's. Back in a sec.
All right.
Your microphone's still on. We can hear everything. Oh man, Mrs. Troll.
Yes.
Are you looking? Can you see the side links?
No.
Oh, I have put up so many beautiful little animations of you.
No, I can't see anything. It's just like a black screen with my.
She's on her cell phone.
Oh, never mind. Serafina.
Hey.
Yep.
I'm happy, girl, because I got my Assetto. It's back and it's amazing.
Ta-da!
And it only costs like $300 to fix it.
Well, there you go.
That's good.
Because we did all the work ourselves, and the only thing that's the most expensive item was $160 for handlebars and like $60 for mirrors. So
there you go. Now, did we learn a lesson?
Oh fuck no! The only lesson I learned is that I will wear gear.
Yeah,
and I will make sure the gear is properly closed.
Always button zip and fly up.
Yeah. That, and if I get stung by a bee, the bee sting will settle. The bike, if I drop it, will not.
Yeah, it's easier just to go through the pain and not drop your bike.
Keep them.
Because then you get more pain. The bee sting, it healed in like a day and a half. And I just finally had the last scab drop off of my knee. So, yes. That was, 2 weeks ago? So it lasted a little longer. And I know that was a fantastic imagery for you both. Holy suck smell. Damn. I just came from a ride. Whew. In the water basket. Yeah, it's been one of those days. So I got my rooms paid for at SCMM, so that's awesome. Done. All we need to do now is get our asses there.
SCMM.
Yes, the South California Motovlogger meetup or something.
Yeah.
Okay. I think actually one of the guys who lives around me is going to that.
Wouldn't surprise me. They had people from all over the place. I think the furthest away last year was they had a couple of guys from New Zealand show up.
Wow, that's like pretty awesome to make it over all the way to the USA.
Yep. They flew in and rented bikes and had a great time. So I'm coming to be traveling to Cincinnati probably 2 weeks from now, and then from there I'm going to stay for a couple weeks. And why is there a cat hiding in your profile picture?
Monster.
You saw it.
It's just a little.
It's the monster kitty.
The asshole kitty.
Yes, the asshole.
Cats are
You
Satan.
know you love that
I
cat.
do love him, but he's still an asshole.
Oh yeah, cats are assholes.
Cats are.
By the way, they actually have a system you can get that teaches them how to poop in the toilet. You get flushable. First of all, you get flushable litter, and then what it is, it's a little bowl, like a litter dish that sits inside of the toilet bowl. And what you do is you get them, you teach them how to poop in there, and then gradually you move that away, and then eventually they'll just kind of go up there and they'll poop, and they'll not even realize that they pooped in the toilet without the litter.
Does it work for Scotsmen?
Probably not. They're a little bit more obstinate to train.
What's awesome about this, right, is that like obviously they're not going to know how to flush the toilet.
Well, you can teach them.
Yeah, I mean, that's advanced stages of teaching, you know. But what it means is, if you haven't taught them that, is that no one can blame you for not flushing.
Yeah, that's why dogs are your best friends. You can always blame everything that they.
Yeah, it's always the dog that farted, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Although actually, I take pride in my farts. You know? I mean, like if I've done them, I want everyone to know it was me.
So you basically would be that person that would walk out of the elevator, look at everybody that's dying,
and that was
say,
me.
It was me.
I work at Gatwick Airport in the UK, and I have to go in the elevators up and down all the time, and I love doing that. I don't tell them. I just look at them smugly.
So you like crop dust, leave the elevator, people walk in, and you stand outside just to watch their faces as the doors
Absolutely.
I don't blame you. It's fun.
Now that is a place to put a hidden video camera right there. That's a whole YouTube channel: farting in elevators and walking out, and then videoing everybody else.
Oh my god!
The sad thing is that probably would go viral.
Oh yeah. See, it's days like that. When I come up with ideas like that, it's days like that I'm sorry that they banned me from tall buildings.
That's quite an achievement to ban a person from a tall building. I mean, I can understand an individual tall building, but how do you ban someone from all tall buildings?
Well, they can ban me from flying because they don't want me on a plane with a group of individuals. So yeah,
that's fair. That's quite a skill. It's quite a skill.
Oh, I got a lot of skills. Not that anybody will pay for them anymore.
$5 saki.
There you go. Long time.
God, I miss those days.
Really, come to America. Everybody's here now.
I've heard that literally everyone is in America.
Sure. I mean, everybody that's coming from other countries can only come, like if you're coming from Australia, you can only get like a 30-day visa, and then you got to leave. You can't stay any longer. Well, the damn fool should have went to Mexico.
You're not allowed to bring any vegetables, though, are
right.
you? If you right.
Australia. They should have went to Mexico first, and then they could have come in and stayed forever.
Yeah, as long as they didn't bring their children.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Or somebody else's children.
Well, it's all right if it's someone else's. You don't need to care about them.
Yeah, I want to see a DNA test on all them kids. I bet none of them come from the same parent. But anyway.
In the UK, actually, none of them come from the same parent. That's like literally the norm. Even the mums are different.
There you go. Mom goes, that's
literally there's kind of this little thing where you go through school and you just about start your GCSEs, which is, I don't know what that is in America, but it's about 13 years old you start your GCSEs, and the majority of them start dropping out around them because they all get pregnant.
Oh yeah, we had that for a while.
It's terrible in the UK. We've got so many teenage mums.
I will admit, though, I do like watching. Oh God, what was it? It was like all these UK kids, and they were just like horrible kids, and
were they from Crawley?
They sent them to
Were they from where I live? Because I think all the kids are nasty.
Well, they brought them. They brought them to America, and they sent them to these camps. And it was like this whole TV show, like this British TV show, where they sent them to these camps, and they had to, go through the camp, and the camp could actually keep them until they turned 18 if they didn't pass.
Re-education camps?
Yeah, it's kind of like an outward bound project.
Oh yeah.
But more intense, for like youths that are just not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
They had a lot of those in like Utah for a while, but they put 30 kids in and only 12 kids came back out. So they kind of closed most of those down.
Yeah, it's frowned upon. They won't come back.
Yeah, now they're all down in Texas.
No, they're all down in South America.
Well, that too.
So they're sending American kids to South America?
Oh yeah, because they don't have any like legal jurisdiction down there, so they can just keep them there. It's like the whole like Town thing where they like check on you in and then you can't check out.
Yeah, they were keeping their parents basically signed them away to those camps in Utah, and there were 30 kids, and when they went to release them back to their parents, 12 kids were missing. Where are they? Well, we don't know. They're not here. No. But where are our kids? And then that's when the whole investigation started and everything. And they had no idea because they took them out into the desert and said, here's how much water you have. Here's how much food you have. You will get to the next checkpoint in 5 days. Grow up or die. Well, and they died.
That's one way to weed out.
Don't mean to laugh at them dying. I'm not laughing at them dying.
That's survival of the fittest, I guess.
Yeah, that's thinning the herd. I know. But they actually, they didn't believe, so they ate all their food and drank all their water the first day because they said, you're not going to leave us here.
And to be honest, right, if you drink it all in the first day, it means that you've got all that reserves to last you till you die.
Unless you want to go Comanche and drink your own piss.
I'm all for that.
I know. Well, you're doing that now.
That's just on the weekends, though.
You're doing that now. I see the blue and yellow can.
Yeah, that's it's like a catheter.
You went and filled it up and brought it back.
Yeah.
A little ice, a little sugar. You're in there.
Sorry,
there's a little bit of sugar in their life. And by the way, Donald, yeah. I don't know you. I don't know where you are on the thing to even work out if I can follow you or anything like that.
Well, I'm the gopher rider.
The gopher rider. Okay.
Yeah. Number 4 RIDER.
If you actually, well, no, because you haven't. Never mind. You haven't made any comments on the side chat.
Me or Gopher?
No, Gopher.
I made a whole bunch. Oh, you mean
super stealthy? Those gophers, all they do is they just jump on cliffs.
Yeah. No, they sneak up your pant leg and bite you on the butt.
Put something on the
my kind of girl.
Chat
there you go.
Gopher.
Huh?
Put something on the side chat on the YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Not on the chat.
No, not on the live stream.
Hang on, I got to turn my keyboard on. I was trying to save batteries. 37 objects, and not one of them will run without a battery.
Huh.
Long time. Right. Long time.
Who is the new person as well? Is that Sarah?
Serafina.
No. Serafina. Who are you?
If you look in the side chat, mine's Serafina and the Nerd. That's me and my fiance's channel.
Yeah, if you hover over where their name is, you'll see like 3 little dots. If you click,
you got
you
that.
Can actually
Go
to
channel and stuff like that. And does that link to all of your YouTube channels and stuff?
Well, that's the main one. I do have a little bit of information about our Instagram and stuff like that there too. That's where most of our videos are.
Don't forget your online stores.
Yeah, don't forget her porn store.
Yeah, she sells porn.
You know what? I had to give that one up.
What? Well, I'm so disappointed.
And I lost my job, and they told me I could keep only one. I could keep 2 stores.
You didn't lose your job.
I lost my job.
You were fired.
It's a loss.
Okay. I know where it is. I didn't lose it. It's still there, but somebody else is doing it.
So Go For Rider, is that you?
That's me.
Sweet. Okay, I've just
please
so I know who you are. I've subbed
Yeah,
to
don't get your hopes up.
I'm gonna touch you in the rude places.
Oh, that you won't be a cherry there, buddy.
If you like looking at old cars, definitely check out his channel. He has a lot. He goes to a lot of car shows and stuff.
Cool. In the UK, car shows are normally a bunch of chavs sitting in a car park in Waitrose, revving the tits out of their 1.1 Novas.
No, I don't do those cars. I do old American Iron usually.
Like proper cars, real cars.
Well, I just old.
That's exactly it. It's real cars. It's it's like those. I don't know what they're all called, but I just know that whenever I see an American car in a car park, that's what I'd look at. I wouldn't look at a Capri or stuff like that.
I do absolutely lose my mind on old British sports cars and minis. So
minis are awesome. Actually, I had one come at me the other day, and it was just blooming ballistic.
Yeah,
it's like this little gnat thing that's just full of angry noise that comes at you around a corner, and you're just like, how the frig does that stay on the road?
Yeah, I got a whole thing coming up this winter on the Microcar Museum in Tennessee that has over 300 European, British, and foreign sports cars and stuff. So that'll be up this winter.
Cool.
Where's that at?
So when does your winter start?
In Nashville. Remember when I went down there and blew my back out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of that. I missed part of that, and I missed the Good Guys National, but then I caught the Good Guys a couple months later up here in Columbus.
Okay.
Because all of you guys are kind of Southern America, aren't you?
Well, I'm in Ohio.
Yep. I'm English.
They kicked me out of South. They kicked me out of Kentucky, so I'm here in Ohio.
Yeah, he's up north.
Kicked me out of Michigan, so I'm kind of trapped here in Ohio.
Okay.
And Seraphina's a Canuck.
Yeah, I'm Canadian.
He's a Canadian.
Oh, right. Okay, so you actually have winters.
Yeah, I have winters.
It's not just me that's like going to be paranoid about creating content when it comes to November.
Well, Ohio is pretty much the same kind of climate as here. It's just a slight bit warmer, not much.
Right.
It gets a little warmer, but it doesn't get any colder than you.
No, we got pretty damn cold last winter.
Yeah, you get pretty frosty in places.
Oh my fuck! Yeah, no, where I live, we got down to negative 22 or negative 23.
Oh, that sucks.
Celsius.
Celsius.
Literally, that's like unloading a freezer lorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally the moment of no one's going outside at all, and if they are going outside, everything, including your nose, is covered because you don't want frostbite.
It's like getting a rectal exam with a push sickle.
If anyone offers me an erectile exam at blooming minus 20 degrees, there's no hope. Bad enough in the summer, but I mean, like, there's no way somebody's you're going to need a decent zoom lens on that. Sorry, crude English bastard once again.
Well, you fit right in.
Yeah.
I used to do a delivery job in my previous life, before my previous life. I used to drive a frozen food lorry around the airports and hospitals in the south of the UK. It was like minus 18 degrees in the back of that lorry. It was awesome. You'd be in the shorts and t-shirts, and you'd still be sweating.
Yeah, you don't want to step in those freezers with damp feet.
You don't want to lick the doors either, because your tongue sticks to them.
Interesting.
Seraphina, how's the old man?
I haven't. He's been okay. He's got another appointment to see his doctor.
Yeah.
And they've got him on that new loop recorder, so they're gonna actually check him up on him a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I told him that if they don't put him on medical leave the next time he talks to them, that they're not going to like the conversation they have with me when I get down there.
There you go. Give them Canadian hell.
Fucking well. Because you know what? There is absolutely no reason why he shouldn't be on medical leave the way his heart is.
Sure.
If he's panicking, he's working in a very physical job.
Yeah.
And if he panics while he's on a freaking lift that's 30 feet up in the air, he could get killed.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't care.
I know they don't care, but guess what? They're going to care when I raise hell.
That's what I'm saying. You just pack up about six loads of Canadian bacon. You go up there and give them the rectal exam.
You don't want to show any bacon up there.
Canadian bacon.
Even with maple syrup, you're going to need more
there
lube.
You go. It's sugary sweet.
It really would be.
It would be. That'd be finger licking good, depending on who you are.
Do I even want to know what kind of conversation I just walked back into?
No, not at all.
Probably not.
But the next time you go to a freezer and you see Canadian bacon, you're going to think about what we said.
And literally start sweating.
You might get a little twitch on that one eye, just twitching just a little bit.
Was that Twitch Thoughts?
Twitch Thoughts?
I don't know if any of you watch our UK's premier YouTuber, PewDiePie.
No.
I've heard of him, but not.
Know of him, but
I, to be honest, I never used to watch him because I didn't even think that it was a thing. I didn't know YouTube was this big thing where you could make loads and loads of money on it. But apparently he's like one of the world's biggest YouTubers. Yes. But anyway, I watched one of his videos recently, and he was reviewing someone doing a Twitch stream, and he said Twitch Thoughts. He just said that, and literally he nearly got sued, and like basically his whole channel got ruined because he said Twitch Thoughts.
Yeah, they pulled him off from all the Nazi stuff and all the other stuff and all that stuff, and he came back. Listen, YouTube is just so sensitive. They're a sensitive group.
Well, that's because they're ran by SJWs.
Yeah.
Every person that's on YouTube gets the ability to go yes or no to something. It is, and don't get me wrong, I am not a person that is anti-democracy. I love democracy, and I think it should be something that is across the world. But there is a reason you don't have a referendum on every single subject in a democracy situation. What you do is you have a democracy, so you vote for someone to make the decisions for you, and then you can blame them. You can point a finger at them when they do something wrong. But if we had a democracy, like literally made a decision on every choice that was made,
nothing ever get done.
It would be a ruined situation. We'd be all wanting to have a pension of £60 million, but we don't want to pay any tax.
Yeah.
We'd all want our roads to be literally made out of the most grippy surface ever and the twistiest roads known to man, but we wouldn't pay any road tax.
Yeah, and we'd all be born with bash hats.
Yeah, you literally humans are stupid.
Yeah.
So we vote in the odd one or two that is a little less stupid, hopefully, and they're supposed to fix everything for us. And when they don't, we can blame them for it. It's brilliant. That's my kind of democracy, where you can just blame someone else for everything that ever happens.
Welcome to America.
Yep.
The thing is, I mean, I don't understand, because I'm not meaning to get all political because it's all a bit boring and stuff. But in America, you've got a really weird system, haven't you? You have your elections, but they're not actually democratically elected by the people. They're elected by the politicians.
Yep, the politician, the electoral votes actually put him in. You can win the popular vote, the actual people vote, but still lose the election.
Mm.
Well, it's no different than here. We don't get to choose who leads us. The only thing we get to choose is the party.
Yeah.
We won't even talk about your leader.
Yeah, he's not really a leader.
He's like the head SJW.
My aunt and uncle living in Canada, they live in Toronto. Is Canada having some political issues at the moment?
We always have political issues.
You have 50-mile-an-hour speed limits. I mean, I'm not surprised people are unhappy.
We really do. It's really shitty.
Wait, I mean, I know it's safe and stuff.
Okay,
like that,
you know what? You know what happened?
Freaking boring.
You know what happened? We used to have 80-mile-an-hour speed limits.
Did someone die that was famous?
No. We used to have 80-mile-an-hour speed limits, and then they changed it to the metric system and said, "Hey, guess what, everybody? You get to go 100 kilometers instead of 80 miles. Isn't that awesome?" Nobody thought about it until it was too late.
This is literally, to be honest, if they tried doing that in the UK, we'd literally riot. We hate kilometers. I mean, I understand that actually they're a better figure. I mean, they make more sense. Kilometers per hour is far better than miles. But miles, 80 miles per hour. I dream of 80 miles per hour.
Well, it's 70 miles an hour in Ohio, and that's kind of a rough suggestion.
Oh, yeah. It's a suggestion. Is that a suggestion by the policeman that's sitting at the roadside?
Usually they won't screw with you, usually, if you keep it below 10 miles over the speed limit.
Right.
Yeah, so if you're doing 80 and everybody else around you, all 30,000 other cars moving in the same direction, still doing 80, they're not going to move out of their little car to do anything.
Yeah, I'll put it to you like this. When me and Miss K-Troll, we went up, a buddy I was stationed with, he got married, and he lived up in Philly. And we went up there, and we were on the New Jersey Turnpike. The speed limit is 55 miles per hour. We were running probably around 80, 85, and people were passing us.
Passing you, yeah?
Yep. It's crazy, though. I mean, if you have such a low speed limit, all that means is that you are either an income generator, because you know everyone's going to be doing like 20 miles an hour faster, or you're just being overly sensitive. There's no reason. Well, if no one follows that speed limit, what's the point of the speed limit?
The only difference I can say is, like, because when I was stationed over in Germany, we actually had to take the German driver's test to get our USERA licenses, and that went for whether you were in the army or whether you were a wife or husband to somebody that was stationed over there. And the amount of driving tests and schooling that they go through over there compared to what we do in the States is, I mean, they do next to nil here. You don't even have to go through a driver's ed class here. If you just wait till you turn 18, you can walk down to the DMV, take this little 25 question written test, pass it, and bingo, you got your license.
So you don't even have to drive a car to be able to pass your driving test?
Nope.
Well, the first part, and here it's a little bit more complicated, but driving, you have to pass 2 tests to get your full driver's license here.
Sign your
3
name.
tests. No, it's sign your name and finish the written test, then pass the first driving test after 6 months, and then within the.
So it takes longer to get your driving license than it does to get a gun. Yeah. Sweet.
It took me.
To be honest, cars are dangerous.
It took me 2 years to get my full motorcycle license.
And I actually agree with that being a thing, that it takes some time to gather the skills to be able to do something.
But guess what the only restriction is for the motorcycle for your second graded license?
What is it?
No alcohol.
Really?
That's
Fuck.
it.
I'm screwed.
You'll never be able to get on a bike.
Damn it!
Yeah.
What's the point of being alive?
Yeah, literally, that's the only restriction that they give you. Once you're on the second level of license, the first level is no highways, no passengers, obviously no alcohol, and no driving after dusk.
And wearing a helmet and full gear.
Well, that's law for everybody.
Yeah.
Full gear. When you say full gear, you would like basically flip-flop sandals and a pair of shorts, yeah?
That's Ohio.
Technically, all you need to have is a helmet.
Yeah.
To pass your driver's ed courses, you have to have full gear. But you don't have to pass your driver's ed courses because they don't do shit for you. They don't even decrease your insurance. They're just literally teaching you how to use the bike.
You can ride naked in Ohio.
Can I?
Sure.
No, you probably would get in trouble for that. But you have
To be honest, they wouldn't be able to see that I was naked. I'd like wear like I don't know. I'd cover myself in gold paint or something. That'd be amazing.
Now here, a woman could ride with just their booty shorts on if they wanted. They have to wear shorts, but everything else is optional.
Because shorts make you safe.
Yeah. Oh, I saw.
Just look up Bike Week Myrtle Beach. Or
I've watched a few of the sort of Daytona type bike weeks and stuff, and it's quite enlightening the sort of clothing that people wear for that, or lack of clothing people wear for that. Yeah, how the hell do you even think that that's a good idea?
Yeah, I at least wear a helmet.
In the UK, we are far more safety uptight, I guess, than in the US. I mean, it's like when you get on your bike, if you're wearing a helmet and gloves, that's it. You're fully kitted out. Whereas in the UK, if you're wearing helmet and gloves, you're literally going to a party. You're like a gimp party or something. There's no motorcycle involved. You're going to London and you're going to one of these weird parties where you put your keys in a pot.
Oh, the 1960s. I lived through those.
But yeah, it's so strange how the thoughts of what is safe, what is right, what is wrong on a motorcycle is given out to people these days. I mean, I look at people when I go up to Box Hill, which is my local biker haunt, where we go and have a burger or a fish finger sandwich. And fish finger sandwiches are it. Basically, if they don't sell fish finger sandwiches, it's not worth going there. But you go up there, and there'll be people there, and they'll be wearing like a pair of jogging bottoms and some trainers, and they'll wear a helmet that actually they haven't put on the head. They're just like resting it on the head, and that's their idea of safety gear. And I don't understand it. I mean, maybe I've fallen off motorbikes too much.
Does it differ per type of bike? Because it does here. Like, depending on what type of bike it is, will also determine what kind of gear they're wearing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sports bike riders, obviously everyone calls them Power Rangers and all that sort of stuff because they're in their full leathers. I mean, I've got a Triumph 765.
Big Power Ranger.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not there yet. My bike is red and my gear is black and pink. So
how do you coordinate?
I don't yet. It's a new. See, the problem is I got all my gear. And then I went and I saw this bike, and I'm like, I love this bike.
You have to respray it. Just paint it. It'll be fine.
Oh, I'm going to, but I have to wait until it's not the first thing on the list.
Hey, and in Canada, don't you have to stop riding once it gets to a certain point? They go, this is now winter, and on a motorbike, you're now no longer allowed to ride.
No.
In Quebec, they do.
Oh, it's Quebec, is it?
Yeah,
because what's his name?
Big Bad Motor Wolf.
Yeah. He has to hang up his leathers for a bit, doesn't he?
Yep.
Because you can't get snow tires for a motorcycle. I think that's what the problem is.
You could get snow tires for a motorcycle if you're crazy.
Yeah, but they still make it
on right now.
They still make it illegal for you to ride.
But you know what? It's because it's Quebec, and I'm sorry, but but Quebec
is Quebec the French place.
Are you talking about French Canada?
Yeah.
Yes.
To be honest, that's all we needed to say, isn't it?
They got a double negative going on there for real.
They're literally they're just Paris.
Yeah.
French, Canadian.
You know what? I have more respect.
Everyone loves Paris.
Than I do Quebec. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. Anyone who's stupid enough to call themselves the Frogs, they deserve everything they get.
I actually like frogs.
We already went through the whole frog.
They're like adult tadpoles.
I think that's exactly what they are.
I don't know. I was like literally
tadpoles
trying to work out where I was going with that, and I couldn't work out where I was going with that. So I was like, yeah, okay.
That
move on.
Gopher, that looks like perfect riding attire right there.
Doesn't it though?
I literally can't stand up right now because my camera will show me in my perfect British Benny Hill style riding attire.
Wang.
It's incredibly hot for the UK in the UK at the moment, and all I've got is a pile of sweat, and I'm sitting in a pile of sweat, and it's just really disgusting.
Yeah.
Sitting in
But
your own
unfortunately, I have a
shoes.
t-shirt on. So, oh, by the way, I don't know if you can see this. I don't want to stand up in case you see my pants.
Or lack
my
of
t-shirt,
pants.
my t-shirt is my favouritist female Twitch streamer. I don't even know if she still does it. But if ever you want to look up a video on Twitch that you haven't watched before that was blooming amazing, look up Kiwo. She's just fantastic. She's literally the most crazy, psychopathic woman I've ever met in my life, and I've not met her.
Kiwo?
Kiwo, Kiwo. Look her up on Twitch. If you like games like DayZ or stuff like that, yeah, she's absolutely psychopathic and my kind of woman. I don't think she likes me because, like, one, she's never met me, and two, I probably stalked her a little bit. I bought a blooming t-shirt. She must love me. That's right, isn't it? That's normal.
That's why they sell them.
Yeah.
Make money somehow.
Well, she made that especially for you. You know that.
Yeah, no one else has got one as sweaty as mine.
That's right. You've marked your territory. She must come to you.
Indeed.
It is ordained.
Again. But anyway, yes, I might be a twat, but she's actually a really good Twitch streamer. I've never really looked into Twitch. I don't understand it. I think it's.
So is that a twit twat?
Oh wow, that sounds kind of kinky.
Yeah.
In the UK, there's so many twats. We forget that actually that's a sexual thing.
Twitch only works for like gaming.
Yeah, I think it does, but it's recently adopted or been adopted by people that don't do gaming, hasn't it?
Right, because YouTube was screwing up there for such a while. They were hunting for a different forum to branch out into, and they were trying to modify Twitch to do that, and some people have.
Yeah,
I wish them all success and stuff. I love YouTube. I don't care if I make no money on it. What am I going to make? A couple of quid?
You're what? 45 people away? 45.
Oh, well, from monetization?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like.
But
at the point I'm at, the money I would get is just so little.
Oh yeah.
It might buy me a memory card once a year or something.
But the first real word out of your mouth in your own belief, then you've lost everything.
Oh, I can't tell people what I actually really think.
That's what I'm saying. You know. So that's why I never plan to monetize anything and just say what the hell I want.
Yeah.
Yep. And this is why I'm on a Cave Troll stream as opposed to my own live stream, because I can literally ruin him, but I'm fine.
Listen, if we have not ruined Dante with some of the crap that we've done, Cave Troll will be fine no matter what you do.
Yeah.
Because we have gone sheep deep into the underbelly of life.
When I joined the Navy, I imagined that it was going to be a life of excitement and joy and filled with trepidation and krakens and all that sort of stuff.
Learn how to sweep.
A few months after I joined up, there was a foot and mouth disease in the UK, and we had to go and burn sheep.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a rough.
Basically. Not squeezing sheep in case they exploded because their swollen bellies was literally a ticking time bomb.
It was
how exciting the Navy was.
It was a rough time on date night in the United States when that happened.
I bet it was. I mean, just imagine how the New Zealanders felt.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But they usually only get theirs once a year.
Well,
but 500 of them.
Yeah, I mean, what would you rather? Once 500 times or 500 once? I don't know how that works, but I don't know.
I don't know. That seems like a damn marathon.
Could you cope with a marathon, like where you're getting it a lot, hard and fast, or would you rather just get it spread out over the whole year?
Well, I'm over 60, so right now I'd be
Literally,
lucky. Yeah,
you're right.
yeah. But back in the 60s, that probably would have been a pretty good night.
I watched. What was that film I watched? It's got the most amazing music to it. Dustin Hoffman, Midnight Cowboy. Midnight Cowboy.
Yeah.
Love that film. That's not 60s though, is it? That's 50s.
No, that Midnight Cowboy is like in the 70s.
70s. Okay, yeah. Amazing theme music.
Yeah, I only remember from 69 to 78. It's kind of fuzzy.
That's the best way, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what they tell me.
And literally, if you can't remember what happened, you can't get done for it.
Well, here's the thing too. Like today, they say today, if it's not on film, if it's not on video, it didn't happen. Well, back then they didn't videotape anything, so you can't blame me for none of it.
We are literally screwed these days and ages, though, aren't we?
Oh, they videotape
There
everything.
is a video camera everywhere.
You're carrying one around in your pocket, probably.
No, I'm just pleased to see you.
Oh, okay. That's why you're not standing up.
No way! I literally can't. I haven't got an erection or anything, but I am literally in my pants.
Hey, it's a little blue can, not a little blue pill.
It's not little.
And it better not be blue, or you've got too tight of a grip on it.
I've got sweaty hands.
Oh, you got to have sweaty hands. That's what makes the.
You need that noise, or else it just doesn't happen.
Oh, it doesn't. No, yeah. No. It's either that or you sit naked in a vinyl chair, and when you stand up and walk down the hallway to take a piss, your nutsack stays on the vinyl chair. Now that is a rude awakening.
I remember when I was a kid, my dad brought my mum a car, and he thought it was the most amazing thing that he'd ever done for her, the most romantic thing, and he bought her a Vauxhall VX 490.
Oh,
and
yeah.
In your eyes, I imagine that a VX 490 is probably the most pussy car that you've ever seen in your lives, because especially back then, you had V8s and all that sort of stuff. But this was a big car in the UK, and
It was a sensible car.
Well, this one wasn't. It was previously owned by someone who imagined it to be an American muscle car. So it wasn't. But they put drag wheels on it. They jacked up the rear end and lowered the front and put skinny wheels on the front and all that sort of thing. My old man, he literally thought that this was the perfect car to give to my mum, who hated driving.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. My favourite hill on a couple of the videos I posted, I got up this hill, and I recall going up that hill in this car, and it was understeering so much because the front wheels were so skinny. It was terrifying, and because the rear end was so jacked up, it wasn't like jacked up with suspension that suited the power delivery or anything like that. It was just jacked up to make it look funky. It just was the most awful handling car ever. But anyway, that's beside the point. This car had the most amazing seats. They were made out of molten plastic, and it was black molten plastic. And in the summer, when you're a school child, me, went to school, we had to wear shorts for our school and a school uniform and stuff like that. I don't know what you had to wear at school. All the videos I see of
Whatever
America,
our parents put on us.
you just wore clothes. But in my school era, we had to wear shorts, and they weren't like shorts. They were short shorts. They were pretty much hot pants. I mean, there was some paedophile joined our. I don't understand how our school uniform actually existed, because it was disgustingly weird. But anyway, we had to wear these shorts and sit on these seats in this car that were made out of molten plastic. And yeah, it was literally the most painful thing known to man.
So basically, you had a painful parting every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I
you,
actually,
you woke up, you grew up with separation anxiety.
yeah, like my skin separated from my body every time I got out of this car.
Just like testicles.
Unfortunately, my at that point in my life, my testicles weren't a huge part of it. I think at 8 years old, I didn't really care too much about them. They were just an inconvenience, really.
Always getting in the way.
Well, yeah.
Mine do that now.
Mine only do that now when I dance, like
Hanging down to
vibrant.
my ankles.
It is frustrating when they get in the way of tying your shoes, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to push them back up.
I mean, that's an age thing, though, really, isn't it?
Well, that, and if you like to pull on them a lot.
I'm okay.
You got to get it where you can.
Sorry, snoring now.
That if Grandma goes to sleep on them and you decide you got to get up and pee.
Hey, don't you mess with Grandma? She's a good girl.
Yeah, you don't want to wake her up.
No, not when you're touching the titties.
She's stepping on them.
Well, they do droop a long way.
A long way.
Long way. Oh my word!
Except the ladies in the old folks' home that had plastic surgery in like the 80s.
How's that going to work out? I mean, it's going to be absolute freak zone, isn't it?
It still looks as good as it did before. You can't figure that out.
I mean, I've got half a tattoo on my back that I regret, and I'm like,
Where's the other half?
Well, it's on my back. It's not finished.
Oh.
I ran out of money, and I'm like,
I thought maybe you left it someplace. Somebody stole it. It might be on the other half. Might be on the other half of somebody else.
I mistakenly made the choice of getting the whole outline done on a back piece first, and then saying to him, "It's like just fill it in as you get to it," and then realizing that I can't afford to complete that moment in time. So I have a whole back piece that's really not finished.
Have you ever seen it?
I can't see it. It's fine, so it doesn't bother me. But it does mean that whenever I go public places, swimming and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, I couldn't afford my tattoo.
Maybe somebody will, get a Patreon to fill in your tattoo.
Well, that's absolutely what we should do. We should start that up now. And how do we market this? Stupid twat wants tattoo, can't afford it. Give him money.
Finished tattoo.
Oh, and can we get someone else to stand in for the pain bit as well?
Yeah,
because I don't want that bit.
Tell him that it was your grand's last wish.
That you stood in for my pain.
There you go.
That's perfect.
Oh, they're not that bad.
I can't believe there's no one offering money here right now.
You don't have boobs. You won't get any money.
Boobs.
Oh, I don't know. He's got some good boobs.
Well,
it's not about the money for me right now. It's more of I don't have a job, so giving money away that I actually can't earn back would not be a good plan.
That's tough.
Munchkin.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've been working with my friend, just helping him with lawns and stuff like that to get a little extra cash, but not, I'm going from a really lucrative job
from IT to tech support to lawn care.
I know, right?
Welcome to my world.
You know what? I've been really enjoying myself helping him out there. We've done things like we installed a trailer hitch the other day.
The things we do to make money versus the things we like to do.
Yeah, it's actually a lot more fun, but yeah, the money's not the greatest.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating when you're in a situation where you're actually doing things that you enjoy, but it just doesn't pay the bills.
And right now I've got to come up with I have one more thing I have to fix on my bike, and then it'll be perfect. I've got to come up with it.
What he's doing?
I need a design for the front of the tank so that I can cover up the scratches.
Are you doing a custom jobby, or is it a?
It's just a
rebuild?
decal. It's just a sticker. My bike. It's because I dropped it when I got stung by a bee. So it's not like hugely bad, but I had to remove the Yamaha crests, and I have to put something over that spot.
I'm not surprised Yamaha and stuff would be embarrassed too.
No, the crest.
Sorry.
You know what? I like my Yamis, so
You should. You should. Actually, I really love the Yamaha R6. Have you seen the newest one? The one that looks like the what's it called? The R1M or something like that. Their 600 looks similar to that.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's quite pretty.
I love I honestly really like most of the Yamaha bikes that I've tried. I own 2 of them.
Yamaha.
Not you wouldn't break your back if you rode the FCO9.
Yeah, I literally blame breaking my back on the Yamaha. It was nothing to do with my inability to ride a motorcycle. It was literally the motorcycle's fault. I mean, I'm actually a really good rider. I'm literally Valentino Rossi. If you watch anything that I've ever done, I taught Valentino everything that he knows.
I never thought of that. All of the motorcycles and all the different brands, makes, and models I've fallen off of over the last 60-some years.
It's all their fault.
I could have blamed it on the bikes.
Exactly.
Damn,
Sue them. Sue them. Sue them.
Every Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Puch, Husqvarna, or Harley I've ever nosedive off.
You gotta shut that fucking filthy potty mouth. You cannot slay off a Husqvarna.
Oh, I have fallen off of many Husqvarnas.
I've fallen off many Husqvarnas, but that's because of my skill level, not the bikes. Those bikes are friggin' wonderful.
I can't badmouth the Huskies, huh?
You can do what you like to anything else. Actually, I say that.
I love Huskies, but my favorite bike's Puch. So, but everybody goes mopeds. No, the real bikes they used to make way back when.
So, Sarah, you bend a Yamaha, but you've got it fixed now.
Yeah, it's full. Like I was out riding it today and being a bit of a hooligan.
Good girl.
Well, I haven't gotten to wheelies yet, but I have gotten myself.
You're having a fun time when you're riding a motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
That's the important.
My thing for today was I stood up on the bike and I rode it up across the bumpy pavement for like a good 30 feet, standing on the pegs, like you would on a dirt bike. It was so much fun, and I may or may not have sped down chose a road that had speed humps, just because it had speed humps, just so I knew I could gun over them and let the bike
speed humps are designed for speed.
I know, they're amazing.
They're like literally there to encourage you to speed. I mean, why would they call them speed humps? I like getting humped, and I like speed.
There you go. Put those 2 together, you got it.
So you can try to get some air.
All right, and then to be honest, I want to do with some air between me. There's a bit of a cushion going on.
Though I did appreciate the fact that I was chatting with a friend of mine, and I told him how much I really liked my FZ, and he said to me, "So you know why you like it?" I'm like, "Why?" The FZ09 was designed for women, because no guy with balls should be able to ride that bike.
That's bullshit.
I know. Well, he rides a Goldwing. Come on.
Oh, because his testicles are so much down his throat, he's forgotten that he's sucking a dick.
But I thought it was funny.
90% of the women that I know that ride motorcycles ride faster than me. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm no Valentino Rossi or anything like that, yeah. But I actually got taught about riding fast by the female riders that I know. They showed me how to go around corners. No,
I love it. It's so much fun, and I definitely do more with my FC than I do with my my V-Star, because I got irritated. These people were going. How dare these people go 10 over the speed limit and stay there steadily on a curvy road with no stop signs? How dare they? Passed them both.
Sweet.
Look down at my speedo. I'm like, I think I might possibly be sitting at around 130 kilometers on a 60-kilometer
To be
road.
honest, that is a safe speed to be sitting at. I've actually heard that is probably the most autonomously safe speed to be at, because you're not going to come across twats, and when you do, you'll literally pass them within seconds.
I mean, I immediately slowed down afterwards just because I really don't want to lose my bike or my license.
If you stay sitting on it, you'll not lose it.
Yeah, I don't think the police. Well, you know what? The police might have a hard time catching up.
Fuck the police!
No, I don't want to get
money
that
right there.
I don't want to get that close to them.
No, that's why you need to go faster.
But no, I did a couple times. I'm like, all I could think of is these people are probably sitting back there and just cussing the fuck out of it because they just got past like they were standing still.
I don't understand why anyone would, by choice, drive a car.
I don't own a car. I own 3 motorcycles and no car.
When I was 18, I mean, I did my bike tests and stuff like that. I can't remember what age I was. I was literally 17 or whatever. And in the UK at that time, because I'm so fucking old, you could do your bike test and that was it. You could ride anything you wanted. You could ride a 2,000 million miles per hour rocket ship. It wouldn't matter. But I didn't want to pass my car test. I didn't give a crap about it. I was like, well, what do I need that for? It doesn't get me anything. All it means is that I have to pay someone to learn how to drive that thing. And my old man, he just said to me, "It's like just do it," which was frustrating because he didn't give me the money to just do it. I had to pay for that and stuff. But actually, within 2 weeks, I think it was, of me passing my car test, I'd earned the money back that my lessons cost. Yeah, I'm glad I've got a car test because UK winters suck when it comes to riding motorbikes.
Yeah, even here it gets too cold and too wet to not have a car.
I had a car up until this spring, and then it died. So I haven't bought another one.
Well, why would you buy another one? I mean, it's been unreliable. Why would you ruin your life by having another one? Just have a motorcycle. Do you want to buy mine? I've got a really reliable one that I don't use anymore because it's unreliable. Do you want to buy it?
that won't cost to ship.
No, it'll be fine. It's as long as you cover the cost, it'll be awesome.
Serafina, can you see the side links?
Yeah, I can see them.
Okay. I put up a bunch of things that you might want to cover the scratches with.
I'm gonna scoot for a second. I'll be back in a minute.
Uh-oh.
Well, I actually have a guy he's gonna custom make them for me.
Oh, okay. They had some that were there for the Yamahas and stuff, for the Z series and ZFs and stuff.
I actually, you know what, the emblem that was on the side of my on the side of my tank.
Yeah.
The one that was not on the scratch side, we actually removed it and put it on top of the engine case, and it actually looks really good on the engine case. So it still has the Yamaha cresting on it, but I'm getting rid of the FC09 part, and I'm going to put a decal on that section for my YouTube channel.
Oh, that'll work.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to come up with a design because it's got to be a base of black because of the way my bike is. I can't, if I did like a, the lettering and then I did a clear back, they can't match the red because the red has the metal flecks in it and they can't match it with a sticker, with a printer.
Just do a little Power Ranger.
Well, I've been talking with a person, not yet, but in the future, about getting the entire bike dipped. That's gonna be like $700 to get the whole bike dipped.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's not bad, but it's bad when I literally have I spent a good portion of the remainder of my severance pay paying for that hotel for SCMM.
Yeah.
I ended up swapping it up a bit because we were originally going for a suite, and a suite was going to cost, in Canadian dollars, it was going to cost me $1,100. And the new one that I just paid for cost $670.
Right.
But I've already paid half of the other ones, so I'm getting half of that money back. So,
Yeah. So the color that you have on the bike now, what is it?
Red.
Okay, and what do you want it to be?
Here, let me just show you the bike so you can.
Well,
see.
my point is if it's just you want to cover up some scratches, right? Or you want to change the whole thing and give a whole new theme.
I wanted to do something for my channel, so I was going to do something anyways, but this is just a quick way of getting something on there so that I'm ready for SMM and not going with it. I mean, I'm probably going to I'm overthinking this a lot because I guarantee a lot of those Cali people have so many scratches on their bikes.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to be that person to go there and say, "Oh, what was this from? Did you do a wheelie or something?" No, I'm a fucking idiot and I got stung by a bee and dropped it.
My bikes used to look like a drunken sailor with a chainsaw used to walk out next to them. So I don't. Yeah, you resemble that. I mean, I'm not a big polish guy. You know, I go to all these car shows and all that stuff, and I take pictures of them. But my favorite cars are the ones that are half eaten away, rusted, and just have big ass motors in them.
So sounds a cool ass car.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and stop the broadcast portion of this.
All right.
Okie dokie.
If anyone's watching, bye-bye.
I don't think anybody is watching.
Oh, but they'll watch it later. Bye, everybody.
Next week, you just have to... Bye, everybody.
Don't anybody go anyplace.
Yeah.